Good morning, Invincibles. How are you all doing today? How are your parents? I hope everyone is doing fine. Okay, today we have national values, and our topic is how to promote our culture. You remember the last time we talked about the advantages and disadvantages that the foreign culture has over our own culture. So today we are going to look at how to promote our culture, how to make sure that our culture, those cultural heritage that we have doesn't die, that it keeps living on and it doesn't just die like that. It is important that we promote our culture so that it is not completely destroyed. Very true. If we lose our culture, then there will be nothing to identify us as belonging to a particular place or people. So we must do all we can to retain those part of our culture that are good. Yes, it is very important that we retain those good aspects of our culture. Example, greeting. It is very, very important that we maintain that particular aspect because it is a very good aspect of our culture. Let's look at the ways to do that. Promoting our culture is the responsibility of every Nigerian. This can be done in the following ways. One, every individual must respect and be proud of his or her culture. Yes, it is very important that you respect your culture. You don't say, "Oh, this culture is for the primitive people. This culture is for people who don't know what's happening." No, you have to respect your culture. Cultural festivals are means of promoting our culture. There are many examples in different parts of the country, such as the Agogon Festival in Kebbi State, New Yam festivals, which are celebrated in different parts of the country. Yes, by doing our cultural festivals, we can be able to promote our culture. For example, we are very familiar with the New Yam Festival. Like my village, we are going to do our own by the end of this month. And surely, if I have the time, I'll be going back to my village for that New Yam Festival because it is always very interesting. You get to see masquerades, you get to eat the New Yam, try out different soups. It's really, really interesting. So I hope that by doing so we are maintaining our culture, we are promoting our culture. So some people even stay back here in Enugu to celebrate the New Yam festival, so you should be part of it. Ask your parents to know when your village is celebrating their own New Yam festival. Okay, the third one, public education, which can be organized through the mass media such as radio, television, to enlighten people on the importance of culture in the lives of people. Yes, we can be able to promote our culture through the mass media, the radio, the television. You see some people, take for example, there is African Magic Igbo, there is African Magic Yoruba, there is African Magic Hausa. All these things are to promote that particular culture, the Igbo culture, the Yoruba culture, because basically in that African Magic Igbo, they speak Igbo. The movies that are done there, everything that is done there is being done in using Igbo language. So with that, they're trying to make sure that the Igbo language doesn't die, the Igbo culture doesn't die. Then another one, school programs are other ways of educating our youths on the aspect of our culture. Yes, for example, our cultural day that we do, the learning of Igbo language, making sure that our culture doesn't die, promoting our culture. Another one, some elements of our culture, such as cultural artifacts, can be preserved. Museums, monuments, etc., are different ways of preserving such artifacts. Yes, there are different things that we call our artifacts, some elements of our culture, like our cultural artifacts, that is those images that is used to remind us of whom we are, of what has to do with our culture, what our forefathers did, things that are like, let me say for example, the maybe the ofo, the oja that people use in the olden days. Well, sometimes when you go to the museum, you can see all those things. That is a way of preserving our culture. So I hope you understood what I just taught now, and you can be able to answer the class phone. It's going to be sent via the assignment interface. So keep staying safe. I love you all. I can't wait to see you all back again. Bye. Have a wonderful weekend.